Did you know that the world's most common eye color is brown? Okay, I'm sure you're now trying to think of how many people you know that have brown eyes. Yes, it's estimated that 70 to about 79% of people in the world have brown eyes, while 8 to 10% have blue eyes, and only about 2% have green eyes. So the question is, what is the color of yours? You just take a look at the mirror, or maybe you look at your selfie camera of your phone and look at your eyes. Good afternoon, and thanks for being part of this broadcast of Eyes on the Road, that show on radio that cares so much about your eyes. For first timers on the show, you're welcome. Eyes on the Road is your regular weekly health tonic on radio, where we discuss anything and everything about those beautiful eyes of yours, which of course serves as your surest ID card to drive, to walk, to ambulate on the road without any guide. So please guard it jealously. Yeah, pun intended. Welcome. My name is Akan Hussein. So on the show today, we will be continuing our discussion on myopia. Yes, myopia, or aka short-sightedness. So today we're looking at the impact of myopia on driving, the impact of myopia on drivers, and I think last week the doctor was able to shed light on the impact even on students, on children, and all that. Okay, so uncorrected myopia can affect driving adversely and lead to road accidents. You understand what I mean? When you can't see things far, you can only see things around you. So drivers, you're advised to go check your eyes regularly. Perhaps you have myopia and you need the condition to be corrected so you'll be able to drive. There's no shame in using glasses. So we'll be checking this out, and we'll also learn what other factors that should we be learning concerning myopia, especially when you have uncorrected myopia. How can that affect you? So these and more we'll be discussing on the program this afternoon. Enough talking for me. We'll have the expert who is already in the building. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mommies and daddies, join me as I bring to the microphone, yes, Dr. Priscilia Imade, Doctor of Optometry with a PhD in Public Health and consultant optometrist at Modern Eye Care Foundation on Mole Ojodu, Baja, Lagos. Welcome, Doctor.
I'm so excited to be here. My associate optometrist, Akan.
Indeed.
You've made my job very easy.
Yes,
today.
you're always making us. We have to go and do research. We have to update. And
you deserve an award.
When we go out there, be able to talk. You talk from a wealth of experience.
Yeah.
It's so great to have you on the show today.
Thank you very much. I'm excited. And good afternoon to all our listeners. Good afternoon, Lagosians. Yes, we are never tired of talking about eye care, how we can take proper care of our eyes so that our roads can be safe, so that we can live healthy lives, enjoyable lives, a life of no regrets, and then we can see very well into old age. It was a great honor and privilege for me within last week to speak to a group of drivers in one of the biggest logistic companies we have here in Nigeria. And it was an exciting time. We interacted, we spoke, and we looked at a lot of problems that are facing drivers, here in Lagos and, of course, by extension in Nigeria. And this topic, the impact of myopia on drivers, is just like an extension of what we just said that day, so that at least other drivers in Lagos State or listening to me from wherever, because this broadcast is all over the world, at least they can learn one or two things from it. And in the course of this program, we have established what myopia is. I may not go back to that one again. We all know that myopia is short-sightedness. And then for a driver, the question we should ask is, what type of vision do you even need most?
What type of vision do you need the most?
Being able to see distance the most is what most time is checked and
oncoming vehicle, so you'll be able to make decisions
to see very, very far. And that is the one that myopia will affect.
Because before the vehicle gets to you, for you to react, it might be too late.
Yes. So myopia will limit the distance by which you are able to see vehicles ahead of you.
Especially when it has to do with defensive driving and all.
Exactly. So those are the things. So myopia is very critical when it comes to driver. I'm not saying other aspects of vision is not important in driving, but because our emphasis today is on myopia, I'm just trying to resonate with us that as a driver, the number one thing is that you must be able to see far. If you cannot see far, then you are not fit to be a driver, because that's actually the starting point. And that's why when you go for eye examination, the first thing you are assessed on is how well you can see what is far, which we call the visual acuity at distance.
Okay, so that's what.
Yes, the ABCD we put at distance for you to read, or numbers, or as the case may be. That's actually what it assesses, how well you can see things that are far
tiny print,
from you.
Big print,
not the tiny print. The tiny print is for how well you can see things that are near.
Okay.
But the one we hang on the chart that we call the Snelling visual acuity chart on the wall for you to read, that will assess how well a driver can see what is far. So if a driver has myopia, obviously he's going to limit the extent that driver will see at distance. And if this driver has myopia, if it is not detected or it is not corrected, it's actually going to be a major problem. And that's our emphasis for discourse this afternoon. We want to look at the impacts of myopia on drivers, on their eye health, on their driving, and what will happen if a driver that has myopia did not correct it. Don't forget that at the point of collecting your collecting your driving license, your eyes will be checked, and it's this distance acuity that will be checked. And quite a number of drivers, you know, when they are giving their driving license, it's indicated there if they will require glasses to see what is far from them. And that's why you have in our own Nigerian driving license, you have GL written. If you have your driving license, you can check. Many people don't even know that it's indicated on our licenses.
What's
you have GL. When they say GL, that's glasses. And then for people who need glasses to drive, Y will be written, which means yes.
Okay.
For those who don't need glasses, N, letter N will be written, which means no. Well, you know what I found out?
What?
Many people don't know what sometimes some of those abbreviations in our driving license, what they stand for.
Well, I wouldn't say
for the GL, some people don't even know that it is there. That is what I have found out. So if at the point of collection, it will be indicated whether you should use glasses to drive or not. So as you are listening to me now, you can just bring out your driving license and check what is written under the column GL. Is it a Y or a letter N?
Okay, but do I don't know, is it like mandatory in Nigeria? Do we get to get
well, it's on paper it is, but it's not really affected, just like so many other things. Even just like the use of seatbelt. Seatbelt has always been our a major requirement, but until it became effective, many people were not wearing it. So for the fact that it's on your driving license, it means it's a major requirement. But many people actually don't effect it. They don't wear it. They don't obey what is written there. So by the time it becomes effective, you see that there'll be a lot of penalties attached.
Well, you know, doctor, there's actually a mindset. You know, when you see a driver, like someone driving a bus or something, and he's wearing glasses.
So
this is
what I don't know. It's just a mindset, and it's a wrong mindset. There's nothing wrong in wearing glasses. Glasses, if you need glasses to see, glasses will make you see better. Don't you use glasses to read? If you can use glasses to read, then why can't you use glasses to drive? If when you want to read, you wear your glasses, you can see better. Why don't you also think that if you are looking at what is far, you wear your glasses, it will make you see better? It's just a mindset. And we need to change that. And that's the purpose of this meeting.
Indeed.
That's the purpose of this radio show. We are here to educate Lagosians. We are here to educate Nigerians. That it's good to wear glasses to drive. I've been to so many countries in the world, and I see that it's a criminal offense for, especially if you are a commercial driver and you are driving without glasses. In fact, in the UK, for example, you are required to have a spare glasses with you.
Wow.
Yes, you'll be wearing one. If you're required to drive, you wear the one you used to see, and then you have a spare. If you don't have a spare, and the one you are supposed to use to drive is a criminal offense. Yes, because suppose anything happens to the one you're wearing, you're supposed to wear, you readily fall back on the spare that you have. So if you are a driver and you are not wearing glasses, or if you are a driver, you have short sight that is not corrected or detected, these are some of the things that can happen to you. You may have what is called impaired judgment.
Impaired judgment, okay.
When we say impaired judgment, we mean that because you are not able to see what is so far ahead of you clearly, maybe at most 6 meters or even more. Some people see more than that if you wear your glasses. Because you don't know what is really lies ahead, your sense of judgment will be affected.
Just like what we mentioned.
Yes, at the beginning of the program. But if you wear your glasses, you are able to see better. And then if you are short-sighted, it's not corrected or undetected, it can also slow your reaction time. Now, because you are not seeing very well at distance, you are not able to react appropriately. Remember that as a driver, you need to react in seconds to be able to make the right decisions. There's this video I saw on WhatsApp about people thanking God for how God has spared their life. They just put together some series of accidents that people narrowly escaped. It's seconds. It takes seconds.
Yes, actually less than a split seconds. Yes, true.
So as a driver, it takes, if your vision is not sharp, you will not be able to take the required judgment, and then in the split second that you need to make such a judgment, if you are defective because you are not seeing very well, it could be fatal.
Because aside reflexes, your reflexes actually, before you can act, you have to see. You know,
and remember that vision is the number one sense of organ of sense that you need as far as driving is concerned. Yes, you may be able to use your ear to hear. You may, or even have some feeling.
Yeah.
But the major one
is your sight.
So 90% or over of the reactions or decisions you will take while driving is as a result of what your eye sees. So if myopia is impairing that sight, it's going to be very difficult. And then if a driver is short-sighted, he may not be able to see road signs accurately.
True.
He may not see very well. Although some drivers told me that, doctor, we have memorized the traffic lights.
You have been applying that route.
Okay, that's fine. How about the other road signs? Is it only traffic light that is a road sign? How about if there is a bend and then there is a sign telling you that there is a bend in front, and as a driver, because you are short-sighted, you do not see it?
Or they say diversion ahead.
Exactly.
Or road closed.
Thank you. Road closed is even good. That bend is the worst, and the person is just going. So as a driver, you need to have the best. On
a lighter mood, they say no one way. And because you can't see it from far, you've already put your head before you now see that.
By the time you are clamped down, you say, I did not see it. So those are some of the things, the complications that can occur if, as a driver, you are short-sighted, you did not go for eye checkup, and then you are just driving just like that.
All right, Doctor, can we quickly interject with this update? We have a flash update from the Ekpe end of town. A broken down containerized trailer occupying about 50% of the road in front of Dominion City, that's in West Ekpe. The driver and mechanic, they've been sighted, and the vehicle is having propeller problem. The mechanic has started working on it. We'll give you further feeds as regards this. I believe at this time we can open a phone line. So if you want to call in to make any inquiry as regards myopia and any other eye problem, that you just want to get information or clarification as regards, like that man last week who called about his child, myopia and all that. 080-991-20777. That is 080-991-20777. That's also our WhatsApp line, so feel free to also engage with us via WhatsApp. You can also call 091-538 77127. That is 080-991-20777 and 091-538-77127. Any of this will do. It's Eyes on the Road right here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Doctor, so sorry we have to quickly take this update from one of our traffic managers. Let's just see what's happening on that end. Hello.
Hello, this is traffic manager from the Road.
Okay, please go on.
Yeah, just to give you an update at that uptown tanker
at
the interchange.
Yes.
So for now, because of the heavy traffic, decided to open the main carriageway. So those people coming from Odoyalaro,
yes,
New Garage,
yes,
can make use of the main carriageway now to move straight to Ikorodu.
okay,
but they cannot negotiate interchange to move towards the toll gate for now.
Okay.
So why those that are moving towards the Ibadan Express Road have to use Ayanowo to Chinatown and make turning at Ogudu to connect towards the Ibadan.
All right.
So that is the latest situation at that location now.
Thank you very much for this. Well done, Otukashi. Okay, there you have it. Just an update as regards the earlier reported Upton tanker, loaded tanker with PMS at interchange inwards toll gate that we spoke about. So movement from Ojota inwards K2 has been diverted onwards Chinatown by Freedom Park. And the traffic manager advised that at this time, the main carriageway has been opened. So if you're coming all the way from the Maryland end, Odunyalaro end, New Garage, you just stay on the main carriageway. That's if you're going to Ikorodu. But if you're intending to, go through the interchange to connect toll gate, almost Lagos Ibadan Expressway, it's a no. You would have to go through the Ogudu end, and connect from that end, okay? Through Ogudu Road onto Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Back to Eyes on the Road, Dr. Priscilia Imade, right here in the studio with us, talking about myopia and its effects on drivers. Feel free to connect with us. We'd love to hear from you. Back to you, Doctor.
Thank you very much, Chaka. Yeah. So we're just looking at the impact of myopia on drivers. We've also found out that drivers that have myopia, before now we're just looking at the impact. We said that will affect
impaired judgment.
Judgments, it will slow your reaction time. Yes. You may not be able to see road signs. Even pedestrians, when they are crossing, you may not be able to see.
Until it's almost too late.
Until it's almost too late. You may not even be able to see other vehicles. Even vehicles that want to overtake you, or, you may not be able to see. And we have also found out that drivers who have myopia, they frequently complain of fatigue, eye fatigue. Their eyes readily get tired.
Okay, because they're trying to strain a lot.
They are straining to see. The myopia is eating up how well they are seeing at far. So they're always tired. They get tired easily. So if you are a driver, every time you are driving, your eyes are fatigued. And by the time your eyes get fatigued, after a while, it extends to your whole body. So you may be having myopia.
Part of the body.
Just go and check. And then drivers too that have myopia, we've also found out that they have difficulty driving at night. Many drivers complain to me, say, "Doctor, I don't see very well at night." Yes, we know that there's a certain threshold that everybody is exposed to, or as a limitation when driving at night. But people with myopia, it will be worse. So drivers who are short-sighted, we have more difficulty driving at night. And then glare will disturb them more. Naturally, glare will disturb anybody, but the reaction time or the rate of recovery for people who are short-sighted will be worse, because at night, short sight will make your pupil to dilate more.
Okay, because someone complained earlier to me. He was talking about this. He said when glare from oncoming vehicles, like when a vehicle shines its lights into his eyes, that the glare doesn't clear in time. He still has these spots.
Exactly. That's why we are saying come and have your eyes checked. You see, in my clinic, for example, when we are checking your eye, we don't just check for glasses. So I've said it repeatedly on this program. Many people equate eye tests for just collection of glasses. It is more than that. In my clinic, when you come in for an eye examination, we check your general eye health. Even some things that you did not complain about, by virtue of the fact that we are carrying out our comprehensive eye examination, we detect it. Let me just give you an example. There was a patient that came in early this month, and he was so happy. He said that he never knew he had high cholesterol until he came for an eye examination. And when we examined his eye, we said, that we suspect that he has high cholesterol. He should go and have a test. And by the time he did it, he saw that his cholesterol level was way, way over.
Wow.
And since then, he's been managing it, and now he's okay. He came back and was just telling us thank you, that he never knew. He's been wearing glasses, he's been going for eye check, and then nobody has ever told him that he has cholesterol, that he never even knew that by coming to do eye tests, that it can be detected that he has high cholesterol. So these are some of the things we do. We do general health check. So for that driver that complained to you about seeing
and
maybe
something
lights
else
and this
might come out, something
exactly.
that he was,
so many other things. So when you come in, we do comprehensive check. So it's very, very crucial. It's very important. And then we'll come to solution of these problems later. Before then, let me just quickly run through the complications of myopia for drivers. Okay. Number one, if you have myopia, it's not detected, it's not corrected, and you are just leaving your eye like that, you are more predisposed to developing glaucoma than somebody that does not have short-sightedness. Studies have shown that people who are short-sighted are more likely to develop glaucoma compared to other groups of people with other refractive errors. Also, retinal detachment. Remember, there was one caller that called on the program asking about retinal detachment. That was last month.
Yeah.
Do you know that short-sighted people, they are more predisposed to developing retinal detachment?
Wow.
So if a driver is short-sighted and just overlooking and managing the eye like that, there could be detachment without the person. Even vitreous detachment. So many things in the eye can start detaching. Macular degeneration, retinopathy, all kind of degenerations can just be happening at the back of the eye. It's only when you come for eye examinations that these things can be detected. So quickly, what will you do as a driver to prevent myopia, or to make sure, even if you have myopia, what can you do to ensure that there's safety on our road? Because ultimately you should be safe, our roads should be safe. And then you must live long to enjoy your eyesight.
True.
Even at old age. Have a happy ending. Not after you have used your youthful life to drive. Then at the end of the day, when you are supposed to settle down and be enjoy your children, sending you dollars from Obodo Ibo, no eyes again to see. That will not be our portion. So what you should do, number one, have regular eye checkup. Please, as a driver, don't wait until your driving license expires before you go and have your eyes checked. Imagine if you have a driving license of 5 years. Doesn't mean you will now wait till 5 years before you check your eyes. No. Eye check is every year. Checking your eyes does not mean you are changing your glasses or that something is wrong with your eyes. Once you are over the age of 40, the emphasis is on prevention. Having your eyes checked regularly is the number one way of preventing eye problems. And then when you go for eye checkup, please do comprehensive eye check. Go to places where you know that your eyes can be thoroughly checked. Don't just go check for only glasses and just say, no, just give me reading glasses, or just go over the counter and just buy reading glasses and say, okay, you are okay, you are cool with that. No, you must be doing comprehensive check. And also in other countries of the world, there's a minimum requirement of driving for drivers, which at all times they ensure that your vision must meet up with, not necessarily because it's documented on your driving license. So every year you must ensure that pass mark that allowed them to give you that driving license, your eye meets up with it. At any time that your eyes fall short of that vision requirement, you are the one that will not go and report to the authority that when you people gave me this driving license, I did not have cataract 2 years ago. I was seeing maybe 6s, for example. Now I'm no longer seeing 6s, so doctor says 612 or 618. What do we do? So there it's your obligation to go and report to your licensing authority, and if there is need for them to reevaluate your driving license, it will be reevaluated. And I'm sure we have such laws here. It's just that we are not carrying them out. So, and then also as drivers, please, let's listen to programs like this: awareness campaign, education, letting people know what's things to be done. That's why we are here on this program every week, talking to our drivers, talking to ourselves on the things we need to do. The Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. We are dishing out knowledge here so that you can have a behavioral change. Free of charge. So that you can change your attitude. So that when you learn, like today now we have talked about myopia. As a driver, if you have listened to me, you will not say you have not heard though how myopia can affect your driving. So the onus is now on you to take this information, act on it, and change so that you can be safer and other road users too can also be safer. And I also look forward to a time whereby the government too will actually emphasize and enforce some of these rules as far as driving is concerned, not just to write it on paper or just indicate it on our driving license, but to ensure that just like they are, enforcing seatbelts, glasses too should be enforced. Because without the eyes, you cannot drive. I look forward to a Lagos or in Nigeria where drivers wear glasses to drive without stigma, without shame, without the fear of losing their job. Because those are some of the feedback I got from drivers, that, oh, if I start wearing glasses to drive, now my employer will think I'm not
think
safe.
I'm less than.
They will sack me from my job. No. Glasses make you see better, and it's not a shame. It's nothing out of place if you wear it to drive. And then we have listed so many, negative effects of driving with myopia if you are a driver, especially the one of fatigue. Do you know that drivers, when they are fatigued, they are tired, they can even slip off the steering, and then so many road accidents have happened. Poor vision has been implicated as one of the causes of road traffic
crashes,
accidents in Nigeria.
Wow.
Please, this is the time for a change, and I'm sure that with this few point of mine, I've been able to convince. Akan is looking at me, telling me my time is up. I can keep talking because it's my pleasure to always, tell Lagosians and Nigerians what they need to do about their eye health, because every one of us, we need to see well into old age.
Doctor, I'm sure, in fact, from that last line, I'm sure you did debate when you...
Okay, you were looking at me now.
Yes.
Telling me my time was up.
Yes, I had to, it's what we do. Dear listener, it's been an amazing time. That no one should go blind is our main reason for diligently bringing you this show every week. We value your feedback on discussions treated on the show in order to better serve you. Please continue to share your thoughts on this topic we spoke about and any other ones that we have spoken about. We definitely value your feedback, and we will definitely love to hear from you every time. Feel free to visit past episodes at your convenience via our Facebook page. That's Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, or you can go to our YouTube channel, Traffic Radio 961. When you're there, please subscribe, please like our page, click the bell button so you would always be notified when we have fresh content for you. Search for the keywords Eyes on the Road, and remember, like I would always say, don't watch alone, share. Big thanks to Dr. Priscilia Imade, OD, MSc, PhD in Public Health, consultant optometrist at Modern Eye Care Foundation, situated at plot 16 to 18 Ogunusi Road, opposite Omole Estate, Phase 1 by Akiode Bus Stop, Ojodubaja. And you can reach her on 080-3333, that's 3 in 4 places, then 6672. That is 080-3333-6672. On behalf of the production team led by Micah Rocha and, of course, our executive producer, Tayo Akole, my name is Akan Usen. Have a safe drive to your destinations. Bye for now and see you next week.